Welcome back. So, like I was saying, during the first two classes, we've worked on this data set called rotten tomato. So today we're going to continue with our visualization. And in the last class, we were trying to add some visuals to we were trying to add some visuals to our data set, but it's like there was no relationship between the data and the information that we have. So now I think we can look at the data set and see what is likely to be wrong with it. So there's something came to my mind. I think I discovered what could be the problem. But let's see. Let's first check something here, and let's look at it and see what likely happened to it. Okay, so I think the problem, I suspect where the problem is or was. Let's go back to our Power Query editor, and let's start with maybe the director. I'm going to edit query. The filter, I think the filter we did affected the relationship. So it reduced the number of data here on the data to on this what do you call it? This dimension table to be very small. So I want to, where we remove duplicate, I want to remove this step. The step where we remove duplicate, I'm going to remove that step, and let's see what we have. You can see that we only have, how many rows do we have now? I think we should have a very limited rows by now, and some numbers may have got missing along the line. Out of about 16,000 data that we're supposed to have, so let's sort from here. Let's start with this one. But I'm going to remove this. Well, I'm going to remove that. Where we remove the duplicate, I will remove the duplicate. That step. And let's see what we have. Let's first wait for this to load. I guess that's where the problem come from. Okay, I think it's sorted. And sorted. If it is sorted, let me clear sort from this one. Okay. So based on the number of director that we have, like some numbers are and the other step where we remove duplicate. The two duplicate, this is where we remove duplicate. I want to return that. And okay. It's okay. That is on directors, right? I think we have, there's no duplicate remover again. So let's load director and go back and see what happened. Let's apply. Let's close and apply. Okay, we can just apply some. Okay, it's still applying. Okay, let me close that. Okay, reload. 10,000 loaded. Okay, sorry, but there is still some duplicate here. Let me just, I'm going to remove duplicate based on the two from these two rows. Okay, let me first check this. Let's first go back. Power BI. I think we're still going to remove duplicate from the two rows. Instead of one row that we remove, we'll make it two rows. So let me remove this from this and add directors. Okay. 1331. Okay. Let me add index to this and the account. Still giving us the same thing. Okay. More field. So let's try and do it again. Okay, let's try with calendar and see what happened with calendar. Total movies and let's check with our calendar and see what happens. We have dates. Okay, calendar works. So movies per year and per month or whatever. So I think we can remove the. Let's just view it per month over the years. So this is over the years. Okay, and we can scroll up. Let's go up and see by year only. By year only. So with this, I think we can also change this. Let's change it to let's change this to area chart instead. So we can see the number of this is the number of movies, total number of movies by year. Of movies by year from year one, that's 1967 till 1923. Okay, now let's add something to this. We can also add, let's view, that is the total number of movies. Okay. Average ratings per year. Would that make any sense? Ratings per year. Would that make any sense at all? I don't think so.
No, Mr. Akim. No.
I
No.
don't think it will make any sense. So we don't need to hide that. Yeah. Um, I want to open the visual. I think we have some notes there. Let's look at some notes here and see some expected visuals that we think we can build with this. Okay. So what does the distribution of films look like by ratings? Okay. Distribution of the film by ratings, by primary genre, use first genre listed. Okay. The first genre only. Okay. 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 The first one is distribution by film. Distribution by film and by primary genre. Okay. I think that's a good information. I think that information can be helpful to us. I think those who set that question, there is something there. Let's check something again. Total by genre, abi? By genre, by the genre. We are getting the same number, and that shows that it's wrong. If you are getting the same number, sometimes it can look alike, but when you move down, you will see that they are different. But when you can see that the numbers are the same, it means there is a disconnection somewhere. So let's go back to edit query. Let's edit our query. Sorry. Edit Power Query. Back to Power Query. So I will duplicate this genre and do the second genre. Then I will react based on what they said in that question. We are going to use the first genre only. So that means not going to be all genre. Right. So okay. Okay. With that, I will come here. You know where we have 1 1 1 1 1 to be 4. We are going to remove duplicate from the column here. Or there are two ways I think we can do this. We can go to Rotten Tomato. We hid some column here. The column for genre was among the column we hide, right? Let me remove that step. Okay. I'm going to use the first genre only. So let's go to the genre. It means the first one that appear here, what we're going to use. So let's split this column. Let's split this column by delimiter. Okay. So we only need one. So the leftmost corner only, the leftmost only. So let's hide this. Let's remove this now. Remove this. So we have a genre inside the dataset itself. The other thing I think we can also do is by coming here and remove duplicate from this column only. We're going to try the two and see what they give us. If they give us the same thing, we'll remove duplicate from this column only. So that means the first one, only the first one at the top will appear. Are you getting me now? So I think that's a good idea. So the first one here will appear action and adventure, romance, classic, kid and family. If you come back here, you're going to get the same thing. And where is it? Number 2 is comedy. 3 is comedy only. and see. 2 comedy, 3 comedy. So that means the one here has been mixed up. Okay, there's no number 2 here. Why? Only 17 was left. When we remove this from here, genre. Okay, I've removed so many duplicates, duplicate here. All the duplicates. I think this was the first one we did that day. This genre. Okay. Okay, so let's remove duplicate from this. Remove duplicates. Let's see what we have. I think we should have the same thing, something, but comedy is giving me something surprising. Comedy. Let's check it. Okay, but let's okay. But this one, I think this one is more clear. Okay, why isn't it giving me something different before? This is comedy. We are getting the same thing. Classic, adventure. So this is what we should get. We should have the same thing by using each of them. So let's close and load, and let's apply the 2 of them and see what we get from the 2 of them. So the first one we're going to do, let's pick the first generate from the normal table. This system is slow. Why? Come on. Once we get one, we can use that. We can duplicate that method and use the same method for other ones. Genre, loaded. Okay, so the 2 columns are loaded, and we're going to get the same numbers of this thing from them. So let's bring this into the system. Aha! Now it's making sense. Now let's do the other one and see what we get from the other one also. Okay, the other one, we're going to do the same thing for the other one, so we can see where we get it wrong. So we're supposed to remove duplication from the first column only, and since we also have this genre, we still having the same issue. I think there is issue of relationship between them. There's no issue between them. So let's use let's focus on this one for now. So we can see the distribution. We have more of comedy, drama. So this is how the distribution was. So let's keep this on this page. This is how the distribution. Wow. So you can see which product which film were produced most. You can see the distribution of the film. This is it. So we use the one within the dataset itself, not the one we created. Okay, so let's see the second question here. I think that's what the distribution of the film look like by ratings. By the ratings, let's check the distribution by the ratings. Okay, by ratings, total distribution by rating, total distributions by ratings. Tomato meter rating. Okay. Okay, let's swap this. Was the rating that plenty? Okay, from 1 to 100. Okay, how many? How many? 100? About 910 films were rated 100, while other ones were okay. These are the ratings. We have 0 ratings, 50 ratings. We do what we have more of 100 ratings. So the distribution by ratings is here. I see division by ratings. This is by genre. Okay. What other question do we have here? Before we move to other things. What percentage of the film receive a certified fresh tomato rating? And what about rotten? Let's review each record appearing the tomato rating, each an audience rating of the film receive a certified fresh tomato rating. Let's check the data and see what they mean by that. Certified fresh. How do we have something like that? Data. Okay, certified fresh. Okay, see, we don't need this one. Let's hide. Okay, hide in report view. It's not. We'll see it here. Only report that is not sure. Okay, certified fresh. A rating called certified fresh. Okay. Okay, we have some tomato status here. Status that is under status, right? That is where tomato rating. Let me copy this name. We will need it instead of coming back because of the spelling. Let's click on this again and copy this. I want to copy this again. I've copied it too. So okay, let's go back to the visual page, report view. So first I'm going to do, let's go back. What they're asking for is what percentage is that, right? So we're going to create a DAX function. How do we get the percentage? Can you remind me?
To calculate now.
Calculate, you calculate it. How do you calculate it?
Oh,
Percentage of
or divide. Sorry, we divide.
okay, anyone you like, we will try it. Percentage of sorry. Percentage of 35 fresh, right? Oh, see this thing. The thing copy everything for me. I only need something. Okay, let me type it. Certified fresh.
Yeah, sir.
Okay, You said we should use divide. What are we dividing? Anthony, you are there too. We want to calculate. We have seen it now. We have seen on this column. This is where we have on this column. Well, let me open the Excel also, so that we will not be. We can be looking at it from here also, so that we will not be going up and down. So we have in this column the column. There's a column where we have this column. We have certified for under tomato status. So we want to know what percentage of this status is certified fresh. Am I right? Have I closed the percentage? Did I close anything just now? Okay, Mr. What do you think? How do you think we can get it?
To get the
What percentage?
percentage,
How do we get percentage? Yes, let's think together. What percentage give us um certified fresh? To get the percentage, what do you think we can do?
but we have the categories in the data already.
Are you
The
seeing my
first,
screen? Are you seeing my screen?
yes,
What is on my screen now?
have you where you have the rotten tomatoes, rotten
Okay,
tomato movies, movie rating, and the other
because
one.
my screen has shifted. It's like I cannot find my Power BI. It's like my screen has shifted to another screen,
Mm.
and uh, has shifted. So I think
This is your screen now. The Power BI. You
yes.
know,
I don't know what is wrong with it. I can't find the Power BI. Me, I cannot see Power BI. Okay, this is it. Yeah, the Power BI. God will help. All these computers help. They will turn person to something else. This is it. Okay. So, without wasting time, I think what we need to do is first thing we need to do, how many certified fresh do we have? Are you getting me? We cannot divide that by the total. If we have 10 out of 100, we get 10%. But if you don't know how many we have, you get it? It will be
yeah,
difficult
yeah, yeah.
to know what we have. So let's do like this. Let's first count how many we have. But to count it, we're going to use what? Calculate function. Calculate from the total movies, right? Comma, where what? Where
Thermometer
tomato
status. Thermometer. Okay.
tomato meter method. Let me open this the Excel here. That's what caused issue the other time. It moved me to another screen where this equals to this, right? It's okay. It's opening Excel on another screen. Okay. And I've disabled the screen. I've disabled the screen. I don't know why it's still taking me to that screen. This thing gave me something some days ago. Okay. Now where this wait. So it will go to that we want to specify a column. And the column is tomato meter. Okay. where uh, tomato status, right, equals where tomato status equals my screen is slow. What's wrong with it? Equals double quote certified fresh double quote double quote, and let's close the bracket. So let's check that first. Okay, so let's see what we get from this. Let's use the normal card just to check this. And that's this. Okay, so I think the formula is clear. Let me re-explain the formula. What we did was I said I said calculate from total movies. Go to column from the total movie where there is all the rows that we have. No, we counted row to get total movies. That's okay. Go to tomato status. Count the number of find where the status equals to certified fresh, and let's know how many we have there. That is what? That is the number of the tomato. You know what we need is that is what? Is percentage. Okay, let's do it. Let's first calculate number of certified fresh first. Then I don't want the formula to be too long. I want to use that same formula to divide, but let's do it twice. Let's now calculate the percentage now. Okay, we want to do another one for rotting too, right? We can say, okay, let's new measure, percentage of certified fresh now. Percentage of certified fresh. Madam Tony, percentage. How do we get percentage now? We have seen the total. We know the total number of certified fresh. We want to know percentage. How do we get that?
So you are dividing now.
Yeah, by total. We calculate total, the number of certified by number of days. We're going to get the total. It's going to give us it's going to give us decimal.
Yes, oh. Who is?
Anthony is not there at all. She's not with us.
I'm here. Oh.
She just on the.
No, I'm here.
I had somebody querying somebody down there. So I thought you are the one querying people down.
Query. No, I'm not.
And somebody was querying somebody. Say, who is doing something there? Maybe it's from Sulaiman place. No, Allah. Okay, so want to get the percentage. Let's first check this. It's going to give us decimal. So we just come back to, we just click on the same visual and change this to percentage here. Just click on this, format as percentage. It will change it from 0.8, 0.018 to 18% instead. And then we can make it just one decimal place. So that is that. We also have found that there's another one again. There's another one that we still have there again, and that is rotten, right? They ask, what about rotten? How many film get this rating? How many get rotten also? I think we get that now. How we get this one? That will not give us issue since we already got one. So let's calculate the other one. And new measure, new measure, new measure. Do you know? Do you remember how we get the number of certified fresh? What formula did we use? What number did we use to get the certified fresh? Number of routine. So we're going to use what? Calculate. What's the expression? Total movie, right? Total movie, comma. Which column are we going to? Where tomato,
Status.
where tomato,
Status.
no, status, yeah. Status equals
rotten.
double quote rotten, yeah. Rotten, double quote. That is the number of rotten that we need first. So assuming we want to do it, we can just put slash here in front of it and get, instead of doing one and the other one, we can just do it once. Just put slash in front of this one and divide by what? So that will give us what? The total straight away. But let's make it simpler for ourselves. So let's now calculate the percentage now. So let's check if that one is working. Number of rotten. Okay, it's working too. What about the percentage? I'm going to get new measure. New measure. New measure. That is the percentage of rotten. Percentage of rotten. That is we can also use divide function. You know, the other we just use the normal mathematics or something there. Number of rotten. Number of rotten, comma, total movie, and then close the bracket. So you can use the other, you can use any of them, any of the method. It's okay. Let's do that here. That visual. And let's see percentage of rotten. 0.43%. Wow. And we're going to format this. Just come here and pick this. Then we change it to 1 decimal place. Okay. I think that's okay. So let's see any other information that they think we can also make use of. Explore new film release over time. How has the volume of release by month trended over time? I think we've done that. What year or month were the most new film released? I think we've done that already. You can see the year, based on the year, the film released. You can see the year. I think we have the most film released in 2014. That is 743. We have the have the chart formatting, and we pick the maximum, the format for this, for the series. The series, I think in Excel we can pick the maximum point. or in Tableau rather. Can we do that here? Let's on the series label. The series label, series apply settings to all. The value just to point, I just want to show the top value only, the maximum number only. Data label. The data label. That needs to data label. Data line. What's this? We have seen it, but I'm thinking of how we can just identify this point, and other ones we just go silent without any. General, yeah. Range. Okay, at least we can see what year we have the highest, and what I want to do, I still cannot get, but we have seen what we want, what they're asking for. But I'm thinking of how to ensure that this plays give us whatever. Okay, so unless we want to use another formula to create it to show the number of the highest point by the year. But do we have year column? Okay, let's try and see if it will work. Let's try and see something if it will work. I want to create a formula to tell us the year with maximum number, right? Based on the year, based on the calendar we have here. Okay, let's try and see if you can get it. New measure. New measure. Highest year with highest year, something like that, sir. Highest year. I'm going to use maximum of the column, return the largest numeric value in the string. Okay, where let's count year in which date are we picking now? The date in Rotten Tomato. What's the name of the table? Rotten Tomato table. what do you call date there? Let's check the date here. In theater date. In underscore theater. It's not returning anything. Calendar year. No. Okay, is it because there's no year inside that? In theater. Rotten. Okay. In this. Let me see whether it will work. Okay. Count. The maximum here. Maximum here. In this. No, it's not accepting it. There's an error there. It's not accepting that. It's not accepting that. Okay, let's leave that. Let's leave that. Unless I can think of another method to do that. Okay. So let's look at the, since we've answered that already, let's look at the other one. Compare average tomato meter rating by studio. Which studio produced the highest film on average? And which one the lowest? Which studio produced the highest and the lowest? Okay. Okay, that is tomato rating by studio. You can just quickly see that tomato rating by studio. The total Epic Studio from here, and by the total number. So you can see. So let's just pick the top 5. We'll pick the top 5 and we'll pick the bottom 5. They ask for 1, we are giving them 5. So let's quickly filter this. So we have feature on this visual. We have studio name and the movie. So want to filter. Okay, the studio name. Want the top 5. Top 5 by what? By total number of movie. Apply filter. Okay, so we have top 5. Let's now do the bottom 5 now. Let's do the bottom 5. Bottom 5. Bottom 5. I'm going to do the same thing. Total view by the studio. So I'm going to filter it. We're going to filter it by total number of movie by each year. The bottom 5. Change this to bottom 5 by total number of movie. Where is it? So we have the top 5 and the bottom 5. 1 1 1 1 1. So they have 1 1. The bottom 5 has 1 1 each. No, what is it giving us? Okay, there are a lot of companies that has 1. There are a company with 1 1 1 1 1. How many of them? They are all on the bottom. Okay, let's just who gave us 1. Let's check. Let's confirm this. On the Excel. Since Excel reviews to open this page. Let's check 1. Okay. Oh, the studio name. Oh, we cannot even check them unless we use formula again to get that. But I think let me remove the filter first and reconfirm. Let's clear the filter and check the bottom. Okay, we have 1 1 1 bottom. Okay, these are them. These are all the bottom. It means there are plenty. It means there are plenty. Okay, so we can bring back the filter. But now of movie, the bottom 5. Bottom 5 by number of movies. So there are a lot of companies or studio with just 1 movie. Or can we create them? Can we just make it a table instead? I just create a table for them. How many of them? Can you see them? All of them. These are the bottom. There are plenty, really. There are plenty. Those who only has 1 film, 2076. Out of how many studio? How many studio do we have? Do we count number of studio we have? No, we didn't count it at all. Number of studios, we didn't count it before. So we can count to see that. You can do that. So we can see what we have, that there are a lot of companies with just one server, 1 film. Then what other thing do we have here? Okay, so we have the compare the average thermometer rating studio. Oh, not total studio now, not total film. average rating by studio, highest rated, sorry, not the total film, by ratings. It should be studio name by tomato meter ratings. Okay, it's okay. So the same thing applicable to this also. So and the filter should be based on the number of total movies. Yeah, total movies by ratings. Sum of the ratings. Okay, so the same thing applicable to this one now. By number of movies, remove this. Oh. This one. Turn back to this. So not the total movie now, but the tomato meter ratings. So remove. Copy visual and paste it. Copy and paste. See, because on the same page. Okay, so I want to sort. I don't know what's wrong with it. Is it that? Let me change to bottom, the same visual, and see what happened. I think we have changed from total movie. We've changed from total movie to tomato meter rating. So this one also, the bottom 5 to tomato meter ratings. Okay, the top is giving us the writing, but the bottom is not really giving anything. So we should produce the highest rated film. Which studios? We have the top 5 already. And on the average, okay, on the average, We're going to use average, not the total. Average ratings. Do we have average rating at all? Do you calculate average rating? Okay, we have average rating. An average rating. And I think we are not reading the question very well. Let me delete it. It's like we are not reading the question very well. On the average ratings, it should be based on average ratings, and the filter top 5 based on average rating. This is the top 5 based on movie. Remove this. We have picked it now. The top 5 based on the average. It's not giving us anything. The top 5 highest rated film. Average by studio. Which product average on average? Okay. Without any, let's first remove the filter. We have the average rating by studios, so which give us, okay, these are the company with 100, the average of 100. Based on the average, they have 100. Okay, 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 okay. So we have plenty of them. 100. How many of them? Okay, the top. Okay, these are all of them. So okay, let's now apply filter now. I think that's what is making it to look based on average ratings. Apply filter. So we're going to have everything, all those companies with 100 on average. Okay, that is that. So we have plenty of them. But I think in that case, we should make it like a table or matrix so it can make a bit sense. Make it a table so we can see the number and the average rating that they have. Um, since they all have 100. Okay. The same thing we apply to this also. Let's do the same thing for this. On average rating, these are 100. And same thing. I'm going to use the same thing. We only change the bottom. Change top to bottom here. The bottom. Or you can say the bottom one. So only those who score maybe 1%. What did they get? Zero. What these people get? Zero rating. Zero on average. God. All these people get zero ratings. While all these people get, let's change their own also to 1. Those with 100 only. Top. Top 1. Is that what? I didn't get you. Hello?
Can you hear me?
I didn't get you, Mr. I didn't get you right.
I said, can we categorize the ratings? Maybe from 0 to 10, 11 to 20, like that. So that at least it should make the work easier.
Okay.
Instead of using the
Okay.
whole number like that from 0
Instead
to
of
1.
picking the all row like this. Okay. I think that is a good idea. That's a good idea. Okay. And let's quickly do that. We can use that formula. We can also use let's quickly do it here. It's faster here. Let's go to add column. Let's add the new column. I'm going to add conditional column. So categorize them. That is tomato abi. Tomato rating abi.
Yes.
Okay. Tomato rating category. Let's stop there. If the um ratings abi is greater than or equals to 90, right? 90, we call it top rating, right? Is that okay? Top rating. And okay, top rating, sorry. Top ratings. If the tomato meter ratings is greater than 50 or equal to 50, we call it good rating. And when the tomato meter rating is greater than or equals to 10, low rating. And otherwise poor rating. I think something like this may work. Let's try and see. Okay, good. Thank you for the idea. Okay, so let's go back to the visual, or we can even create a third page. Okay, so let's use this rating. And but in this case, we may not use it for this kind of graph. We can use column chart again. We can go back to column chart. So we can use a column chart or pie chart to demonstrate that average rating based on this. Okay. Okay, we have average rating by where is it? What do we get by tomato this? So this is the rating we get. But the issue is it's not showing the company name. It's not showing the company name unless we create maybe a matrix or a table. We can create a table and group them based on this. Would that also work? So that's not giving us the name of the companies. So I think we are still going to go by this. You can see the companies who gave us the good rating and the company who get 0 as their rating. Are you getting me now? That's not giving us what we want. What we can also do with this is to change it to a matrix or a table, and change it to a table or a matrix, then add companies to it. While okay, this one has header. We can use this average rating at value. This can come to this, and the company name, maybe the studio name can come to the row. Can have something like this. Are you getting me now? So you can see those who fall under the top rating, you can see them. Those who fall under the good rating, you can see them. And those who falls under the poor rating too, you can see them. You can see that each of them fall under different categories. Are you getting me now? So this company now, it has some films under this category, some under this, some under this. it has some other term. So on average, it's cost 79. So I think this also makes sense. This also makes sense so that we can see them based on this also. I think this is not bad, but it's too long. It's too long. So we need to make it maybe the top or the bottom. That's what we are doing here. Of only the top, the companies in the top are plenty. So also the companies under the bottom. Okay, let's quickly analyze everything. So I think you can do the remaining. After we finish the visuals, you can go and put them together and create a dashboard. Compare tomato meter rating against audience rating. Which film showed the largest discrepancy between the audience and the critics? Okay, we want to compare the tomato rating and audience rating. Okay, tomato ratings and audience rating. Let's use this page. We're going to use matrix to do that. We're going to use matrix to do that. We want to compare. Is this studio they're asking for or film? Is it film or studio? Compare another rating again. Which film? Okay. Which film? So I'm going to bring the film name to the row so I can have the list of the film row. Movie title. You can have all the list here. Now we'll now bring the other ones to columns or to value. Sorry. Tomato meter rating and the audience rating. So you can see the ratings there. Okay. Now there's a question there. We want to check which one has the largest discrepancy, right? It means we need to have a column where we can see the discrepancy between this and this. That's the difference, right? Am I talking any sense?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we need to add a column here. Okay, so we're going to add a column. The table to add a column and drill any add column here. Anything add column here. Nothing like add column here. No problem. Is that the column? Any columns here? No column. Yeah. Okay. Okay. And let's create a new column for the table. Let's create a new column for that table. Let's select the table and create a new column for it. A new column again. New column. And that's going to be tomato rating minus the other one. Okay. Discrepancy. Discrepancy. Am I correct? DE. Discrepancy. No, I think there's something wrong with my grammar. I don't worry, sir. Where's the column again? It has run away. Sorry, no column. Discrepancies. Okay, this is the first one I did. discrepancies will be between tomato meta ratings minus audience ratings. That's the column. So this other column can be removed. Second column, where is it? Okay, I think it has run away. Let's go back to the visual and add it. We're going to add the discrepancy to the same value here. So let's sort the difference and see. Let's sort by the difference. I think those are all these films. They have 100%, 100 discrepancy. Let's see from the top. Okay, these are the film that has the largest discrepancy. And then let's check the bottom too. Oh, very far away. So these are the film with the largest discrepancy. These are the films with largest discrepancy. So it means some of this film does not have audience rating. And you can see this one with, it means there is rating above. Okay, sum of the ratings. The sum of the ratings by films. Are we summing by film? Blaze. Let's check Blaze. Blaze as a film. Let's check Blaze as a film. Blaze. Let's see what is happening here. Filter, set value. By Blaze. Clear filter. Blaze. Blaze. Okay. Let's check Blaze. Does it appear more than once? Okay, it appears more than once. Okay, that's why we have that addition tomato ratings. That's why we have above 100. This is Empire comic strip. Okay. So those are the film with the highest discrepancy. That's why we're having discrepancy in them. All this. The ratings are very different. When people are tomato ratings given 155, these are given 70, 47, 189, 74, 388, 75. So these are the ones with the highest discrepancy. I think by the time we create this, we will have like 2 sheets. If you merge them together, we're going to have something like 2 sheets. And I think we've answered all the question here, right? So there's something here that I would also like to show you how to do. Remember, during the first this thing, we talk about, let me talk about a new visual, right? Let's see how we can add something to this new visual. So I'm not going to create the dashboard. I think you can do that. Just add things together, group them, format them, and so at least you have to be able to analyze them. I'm not going to do, but let me quickly show something here. If it will work on this. We spent 2 hours, so good. So I've selected this. Let's use a new visual, new card visual for this. I want to add the other one. This is number of routing, number of routing, and the other one is number of, or the number of what do you call it? Number of certified fresh. So we have the two of them here. Let's come here. What I want to really show is, I think, is the visual, the callout value, callout value, callout value, the series, sorry, code number. Okay, go to the format. I want to show something here. Under the card, under the card, you can add series to all series, or for number of routing. Number of routing. I'm going to also add image. Okay. This is I'm coming. Sorry. Image here. Under the image, remember we added image the other time. Oh, we didn't add image. Okay. Under the image, we can also add kind of visual also. Yes, come on. Apply URL. Now we selected number of routing. We can add routing. We can add something like this under the number of routing. I want to add percentage of routing to it. Oh, not accepting it. It's not accepting it. Okay, that's what I want to show us. I think it will accept that. But it is not. It is not. Okay, so you can just go ahead and do some cleaning to this all this one we have done. Let's see. Can move them here. Control V. I can come to the side here. I have some visuals here. Reduce this. You know, you can create image. You can create shape for it if you like. Add one or two visuals to this one again, and you can just go to view and give it a good background or a customized theme. Just customize it and just I think without wasting time on formatting. What we have now is just to format this so that we can see all this number everywhere and add a good slicer, add a title to it, and then your dashboard is ready. So I think that's where I'm going to stop now for this rotten tomato. So while we are doing our own, I think we can explore more while we are doing our own analysis. Okay, so we are going to start another one, maybe tomorrow. So maybe perhaps maybe we'll start with tableau. We now focus on we do another tableau, so that will refresh our brain again with tableau. But we'll go back to Excel and then Power here and tableau. So it's going to be like 6. So 222. I think by the time we finish 222, we will have refreshed so many things that we've done in the past, and we'll have added some new knowledge to it. So thank you very much. Any question?